Hello and welcome to the End to End Football Podcast, episode number 130. You're here with me, myself, Stuart, Sean, and Abbas in the building. Before we get into this, Abbas, a big howdy doody for you for turning up 2 days in a row to the stream after such an abysmal performance from your team at the weekend. I mean, big ratings for that. I mean, you know, for me anyway, you're going to get an applaud for just showing your face because it's a brave man. Because you're stepping into the fire once again. Woo, we're ready to go. We're ready to go. And wow, look at this already. We already got Nick in the comments. Yo, man, Nick is ready and waiting for you. Nick, please, if you have any questions for for Abbas, please do not hesitate to get into the comments. Nick, big up SAS and Liverpool. Sure, there we go. Shall we start happy or shall we start negative? Where should we go first, Az?
Well, you have to start with the home team.
Okay, so
that's all right. What I will do, I'll let you go first, Sean. I'll let you go first. It was your day. It was your result.
I do like the fact that we're gonna go with Liverpool first because I feel like Man United are gonna be that the bulk of the conversation once again.
We're all gonna go.
So how you trying to come to me? You need to go to the home team first. I need to.
So Abbas, hold on, Abbas, how do you feel Liverpool played yesterday?
Good. Yes.
I actually don't think they came out of second gear. That's the most upsetting thing. You know, I watched the game live. It was upsetting. Then I went back. I watched the match of the day. I watched the game again today during work, replay, and I'm looking at it thinking, did they really even leave second gear? Did they even consider us a threat? I don't think they did.
With the rotation in their team, I would suggest not.
Yeah, there you go. So that's even double slaps of disrespect, right? And then obviously, like I said, after the fifth goal, you can see they just decided, we'll just keep the ball.
We're all right.
All right, we're all right. 10 men, all right.
5+ on the goal difference is looking okay. 3 points in the bag.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said,
Salah, best player in the world for you then, Abbas?
Oh, I said it yesterday. I'm not going to change my mind. Yes, he did. Although Lewandowski did come up with some goals outside the box this weekend as well.
You told me just before stream. I definitely need to see it.
We talked about it. I think there's quite a few players that decided to show us up with our comments from last episode.
We'll get to a couple of them, that's for sure.
Yeah. So I didn't rate Salah as the number one. He decided to score a hat-trick in my home pitch. Lewandowski we didn't rate because he scored the goals inside the box. He scored one outside. Another one we're going to talk about later as well. So, yeah, man, you know what? Now, his movement, his hunger, everything. Like, 2 of his goals is his reaction time. That I'm looking at it going, that reminds me of peak Ronaldo. Like, he already knew the moment a certain player, anyone had the ball or the ball was loose, he was like, I'm going to get there before anyone else gets there. And then we're going to see what happens. And, yeah, that's what happened. Very good, very good, very good. And obviously, I think it's his first goal. I think it's his first goal. No, maybe his second goal, where he was, we left him unmarked in the box, and he just passed. He just caressed
have all the space in the world. No problem.
Right. But it's the way he didn't smash the ball. He didn't even really put that much. He just passed it into the net, like there,
caressed it,
on form,
caressed it, snuggled it in.
Yeah. And you know what frustrating as well? He didn't even celebrate. Actually, I'm getting angry as I think about it. Man just went,
it's that easy. Look, such are your comments. Coulda, no usual host on the show is eyes wide open at those comments that you just made there. Sean, I want to hear some superlatives about Salah and Liverpool. From a Liverpool fan, from a diehard, how you feeling? It must be, chest out today, no problems, easy going, isn't it?
But look at him already, man. Look at my nose.
It's light work. What are we talking about? Light work.
Just no problems whatsoever.
No problem whatsoever. Man rotated the team. No respect at all. No respect at all. Man don't rate your team at all, mate.
I mean, there you go. Coulda.
Yeah,
just another training session for Salah. Easy pickings.
it was easy pickings. I mean, they just couldn't cope yesterday. It's like their team. They don't know what hit them yesterday. They didn't know how to react. They didn't know what they were doing. Liverpool just blew them away, and you could see there was just pure frustration with their team. Ronaldo had a little kick at Jones. Pogba red card. It was mad. It was mad. I mean, I had this down for 3-1, innit? I didn't expect this to happen, but I'm glad I'm here to tell you, eh?
I mean, I think we all gave United a bit too much credit with scoring a goal in this one. Had I not, and just added up the goals that I gave, I would have been spot on, no problem.
Yeah, but Liverpool just blew them away from the get-go. I mean, Milner, Keita, and Henderson. And you know what? That pass from Henderson for the last goal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And I think Ian Wright said it as well. He said if Kevin De Bruyne had done that, or Bruno Fernandes, everyone would have been making noise and oh, look at that outside of his foot, blah blah blah. So we have to give Henderson ratings. And again, it shows about. I'm not going to agree with the training session, but I'm just going to say it shows how much practice they've put in that, because the moment he picked up the ball, and actually, to be fair, I've watched a lot of coaching videos for Liverpool, actually, just to see how they do their attacks and all the rest of that. Only for me to learn, not to insider trying to get some extra information. Not that I would.
Well, we know you're on the short list to become, Man United's next manager.
Well, at this point, I just need to know the right person, isn't it? Anyway, but it's just, but yeah, so I have watched it, and it's so unlike their training. The moment they get the ball, it's that way as fast as you can. And Henderson already knew, and like I said, Salah's thinking every single time there was a loose ball or player just won the ball, he's off, completely off. Even if you see that last goal, you see Luke Shaw see that Pogba is about to lose the ball. He starts running. He's already behind Salah as well. That's what very frustrating. He's already running, right? Then he sees Maguire's there. Then he stops. Salah is still in front of him. So why are you stopping? Then by the time he sees the ball go past Maguire, he then starts sprinting. Bro, you are too late. Salah's gone. He never stopped sprinting from the beginning, right? You're stopping and starting on all the rest of that. I don't know what you're checking out. There's no scenery. Maguire's not that good looking. Run and do your job, bro. But no, he's there, chilling. I don't know what he's chilling for. With the most dangerous man in front of you on a hat-trick. You just go, oh, yeah, nah, get out of here, man. Get out of here. But yeah, so, just on point. So there's nothing else to say.
So
right?
are Liverpool favourite for the titles for you then, Abbas, now?
I still think City can probably stop them. It's weird one, because they are in a very good position, right? I think it's a toss-up between City and Liverpool at the precise moment. I know Chelsea are doing well.
I mean, you're not really sticking your neck out on the line there, to be fair.
I mean, yeah, Chelsea are the dark outsiders. Maybe West Ham will do a little run as well, since they're so close. Maybe they maintain it. You never know. But yeah, no.
Too easy, you know that.
Yeah.
So are you maintaining now that your title challenge is now dead? Let's get on a bit of Man United. Is Man United's title challenge dead now? Finally,
it's dead.
Are you willing to admit that?
No, for as long if Ole's there is dead. If a new manager comes in, it could be revived. I mean,
so the fact that Ole's there now today is dead.
Yeah, no, dead. He's dead.
It's a contrast from last week.
It's a massive contrast.
Yeah,
I mean, considering
no.
Considering he done like 50% of your overall goal, it's a bit bad that it's gone all the way down.
I get it. I understand that. But you know what? Like I said yesterday, it's watching the games and thinking to yourself, you didn't get away with playing this way game 1, then game 2. Game 3, you just about got away with it because they were a weaker squad. And even after another legend, a proper legend, said, do not play that thing against Liverpool, you'll be 4-0 down. Midweek, you come against Liverpool and play exactly the same way and get 4-0 down by half-time.
I mean, you just said you was just saying there, game 1, game 2, game 3. You didn't really see nothing change. So but honestly, you could with Ollie's management, you could have said from season 1, from season 2 to season 3, nothing has changed, my friend. Nothing has changed. I don't know, and I do not understand why now you have this problem with him. It's not changed.
Maybe I've just hit the bottom. I've just hit the bottom for myself, and I just like.
There you go, Kuda. He doesn't let you rest as well, even when he's not here. He's not letting you rest today either. You're not making up those points on Pep or Klopp, no matter who comes in.
It's a
fair point to be honest with you. It's a lot of points to be catching up even at this stage of the season. You're looking at what?
Wrong.
How many points behind you are you behind those two at the moment? 8 points.
Yeah.
So
correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure Pep has made 13 points in the last 2 years. Or was it last season he made 13 points? Oh, no, 3 years ago.
Pep.
I know, but that's what I said.
You're talking Ollie.
Remind him again.
I'm not talking about Ollie.
You got to be careful about putting like great managers in the same sentences as Ollie, because you know what happened last time you done that? You went down to the gulag, and just because Kuda ain't there, don't think I haven't got the button this week, my friend.
Hold on a second. I never mentioned Ollie in my conversation. As he said there, he said no matter who comes.
Their names are just too close together for my liking, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, but I'm not even doing that. But I'm saying whoever comes in, if it's a top manager, if it's a Conte, if it's a Zidane, they are of that ilk. They could make the 8 points. Right?
I mean, people maybe asking at this moment in time, where's our title come from? And you know, you being the main breaker of that news with your inside sources to Man United, why don't you explain what the whole Darren Fletcher for next manager is?
Yeah, let me actually get the name of the individual.
Oh, these sources are coming up.
I've been scrolling through.
So we got a comment from Obi here. Hold on, Abbas. Abbas, would you take Arteta or keep Ollie if that was the only option available?
Yeah. Let's be real. Let's come back to reality. I'm still not taking Arteta. I'm sorry. No. So, I got this story. This story has come from Caught Offside Media channel on Twitter. I don't actually know who wrote it, but there's a strong murmurs going around now that there's 2 stories going at the same time. One, Ollie is losing his job in Tottenham, no matter what the scoreline is. Go away, Kuda. So whether he wins against Tottenham, that's the end of his time. And the idea is if they can't get a permanent manager by this weekend, they'll put Darren Fletcher on a temporary basis until they get one. Now, I'm panicking about this straight away because I swear that's how Ollie got the job. So, I ain't interested in no...
But, you're missing one fundamental thing there. Not only does Darren Fletcher have United DNA, he's also Scottish. So, you know, that there is nearly Sir Alex Ferguson. Do you know what I mean? You've nearly got Sir Alex. So, I mean, I can see their thinking, man. They are on point. And we got Kuda here saying Arteta better than Ollie. I mean, we've already discussed and seen the trophy cabinet comparison between the two. So,
how close are you in the league now?
We
you and
are
Arsenal.
No, you and Arsenal. We're 7th. No, we're 7th and Arsenal are 10th. But I think it's one. Oh,
level on points, isn't it? Yeah. So it's 14 points each. You know?
It's bad. Are you a to badmouth Arsenal? Shame on you, my friend. Shame on you.
Yes, you hide your face. Absolute disgrace. I mean, you can say, Arsenal are in 10th and you're in 7th, but I mean, two goals is that reason. That's the only reason why. So you're lucky Liverpool did take their foot off the gas, you know. Otherwise, you could have been sitting.
Do you know what? To be honest, you see, that's the only thing I was disappointed in the game is that they never kicked into third or fourth gear to get more
It,
goals.
they could have got the sixth,
Yeah,
seventh,
I just wanted an absolute
and got really
carnage
embarrassing.
yesterday. Well, it was embarrassing enough as it is, but I just wanted to. I wanted more blood, basically. I was calling for us. Come on, I needed 3 more, 4 more, because then I would really want to see what they have to say. Then they got nothing to say now, but it is what it is, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I think the scoreline was bad enough. I don't even need to really go into it. You also got to think as well. You have to put in perspective. Brentford, who are newly promoted, gave Liverpool's, was it pretty much your full team? Sure, more of a game.
Yeah, we never rotated nothing. We never had Milner in, Canate, and Mane weren't there neither.
I mean, you could have just said it was your full team. You didn't have to add the extra sauce on it, like
But
double
I'm,
extra.
Facts are
I'm,
facts,
I'm
isn't it?
being real though. He never rotated the team. He had more respect for them. He knew they were going to cause a bit of a problem.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh,
A
bro,
bit,
Nick
a
saying
bit of
Liverpool were
kahunas.
bored. They have had better training sessions than that diabolical match. I
Probably
can
have a
imagine
better-
Liverpool B's against Liverpool A's would be more of a hard fought match, to be fair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They probably had a harder game playing FIFA or something.
Yeah.
Hey,
So yeah, that's something that I had to think about as well. I mean, like, yeah, we got bent over at home. It's not really cool at all. And some people, I see some people online talking about the players, or this player, that player, that. But then you look at even the 2 players that most people talk about the most, Fred and McTominay. Fred for Brazil looks good. McTominay looks good for Scotland. Ronaldo
Very
looks
good.
good for Portugal. Pogba has won 2 trophies in the time with France that he's been with us. And these are the players that are getting disrespected this weekend, are being talked about like they're nothing. And then the players that are being hyped up, Bruno, not great at international, actually, for Portugal. It's not actually that good. Rashford, does he even start? He's all right.
Hot and cold for England.
Greenwood doesn't even get picked by England anymore. But these are the players that every single fan seems to be going up against and say these are the ones that are going to lead our club to what exactly? I have no idea. I find that really weird that the guys that are actually doing stuff in international duty are the ones that people are saying, "Oh no, they're rubbish. They're causing
yeah, but
us the most trouble."
international duty is different from club football.
Where
100%.
where then do you stand on we had a debate before we went on who was going to get the player L, and obviously Paul Pogba was brought up in the conversation, and
Yeah.
me and you, surprisingly, Abbas fell in the same camp on this, and Sean was a bit more disagreeing on it. I mean, I felt it would have been harsh to give it to Pogba after being 4-0
I thought it would have
down.
been harsh. As I described Salah's goal, that's just one of the goals that Luke Shaw could have stopped. And there was obviously Maguire as well that had a terrible game, right? So I'm thinking, without a doubt, those 2 are leading the lines for player L.
That's 3rd week in a row for Maguire as well, mate. He's been absolutely shocking.
So my thing is, we all know that he was rushed back from injury, and I don't think he's fully fit. Not that he's never going to say it, because
Maguire has to get the L here. Nick is saying he was close. He was up there. He got it last week as well. Don't worry, he was holding them.
Yeah,
he'll be holding them again as well.
He's definitely in contention. I'm leaning more to Luke Shaw. 100% leaning more to Luke Shaw. The first goal, why was he tracking back by himself? You can see Maguire stepped up, who's meant to be the lead in the line, and then Luke Shaw decided to run behind, keeping Salah on and then keeping Keita on at the same time. One of Salah's goal, I can't remember which goal it was, leaving him
There's so many
in the box. Like
This is the first one. Now it's the second one.
Second
I don't get
it was
it.
the second one
Leaving
where
him-
he was on the other side of the box.
Yeah.
And
Just
Salah
leaving
was
him on
just
his
sitting
own.
here.
He just got it by himself.
The
Obviously,
freedom of Old Trafford, boy.
Right,
But that's even the first one. Sorry, but sorry
Yes.
to cut you off there. But even the first one, remember? Did you see he tried to pull him back? He even fell that.
Oh.
that.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna leave that one out, even though I could bring him on, bring him for that. I'm gonna leave him out on that one only because I knew Salah was more hungry than he was. No one probably. probably no defender's going to match Salah when he's in that mode to go, I'm that area.
I know,
I'm getting
hungry is probably a poor word to use for Luke Shaw, given like Jose Mourinho's stance on him. Sorry.
No, it's fair because he is picking up weight anyway this season again. So, I don't want to go too personal on that one. But yeah, but then I don't want to, but I'm tempted to. Trust me, I've been angry enough to do it. Yeah, so I mean that's what I've mentioned 3 so far. You could even throw in 4 out of the 5 goals. I can mention, and of course, the one that he decided. Maguire is struggling to turn. He's trying to reach the ball. Luke Shaw can see that ball Maguire's not gonna get it. He decides to go in half-hearted like a little fairy as well. Big guy like he is. And ball goes that way. And it obviously goes to Keita and then breaks down, goes into that situation. So yeah, that's like 3 goals out of 5. He's part of, maybe even 4. So
again, I've got to agree with Kuda here. Shaw hasn't been the same since CR7 denied the dessert. Feed my man.
You know what? A really funny tweet came out today. Again, from a reporter, but I think he was just taking a mick. He said, Luke Shaw decided to have dessert today. The training.
Nah, man's trolling. He's got to be trolling.
It's good time for it because everyone's looking online and just waiting for that Ollie sacked message. I think that's what everyone's looking for. So all these stories are coming out, flying out today. No, of course not you. It's just,
but why should you? But
L. Yeah, I was gonna say player L just to confirm. It is going to be Luke Shaw. It is definitely 100% going to be Luke Shaw. I will explain the Pogba thing afterwards.
Epic fail. You are one loser.
Oh, the doubles. I like the doubles. So, the doubles.
In terms of Pogba not getting it, I know it was a bit rash him doing it, but in my opinion and my thinking is. He's probably the only one. Yes, he went over the top, but he was the only one that actually put in a challenge in that whole game, and he came on that second half, right? I didn't see no.
Let me tell you something. He's a coward. He's a loser. Because for you to go and put in a challenge like that to break somebody's foot, you know what? You're lucky I'm on this pod.
You know what?
I would tell you something.
I obviously don't believe he went out there to break the guy's foot. Obviously,
he jumped in. He jumped in. I mean.
He went for a strong challenge. I'll give him that.
It was a dirty challenge. I'll give you that. It was definitely a dirty challenge.
I'm not even denying that. The only thing that little bit of me that I call Sean's not going to appreciate this at all is I actually saw a midfielder put in a challenge because throughout the whole first half, it looked like they were chasing shadows if they were even near the shadow. So it was like they couldn't even get in the challenge. And then sometimes they're going into challenges. I don't know if they were tired, but it was half-hearted. So at first, when I saw it, I was just like, oh, well, he's going to get a yellow card, but it's a tough challenge. I don't mind that. Obviously, you don't want no players getting injured. When he got turned to a red, I said, you know what? We looked at the replay. Terrible challenge in the end. So, can't deny. Can't defend that. But, yeah, I felt it was a bit harsh. Considering that he came on halftime 4-0 to, somehow save.
Not the red card was harsh. The giving him the L was harsh. Let me just clarify, yeah. Because it sounded like you thought the red card was harsh. Was that
He earned that one.
About to set me off right here.
I saw Sean's face and let me jump in.
Yeah.
So he earned that one. But yeah, I thought coming on at halftime 4-0 down to one of your biggest rivals at home with obviously the players not having a Scooby of what they're doing and now what to do next.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're meant to play until the end, mate. Because like I said to you before the pod, if you look at when Newcastle were getting slapped by Arsenal, would you ever have thought Newcastle would have come back into that game being 4-0 down? Why can't you, being the team that you are and the way that you felt about Ollie prior to the game, Ollie fix it, that he couldn't fix it and get a better second half?
Well played there, sir. Well played. Well played. I was only out by half time. I was only out by after 2 goals. The game was.
So was half of Old Trafford, mate.
No, but the thing is, I don't understand. But what did you really expect was going to happen in this game? Because when we was telling you before that what can Ollie fix, everybody in this pod predicted you lot to lose. Even you didn't believe you was gonna win.
I didn't think we were going to win. I thought we could snatch a draw, just like we did the last season when you came.
Man, how the mighty have fallen. You at home thinking you're gonna draw.
Honestly, the run we were on, I just had to hold. I had to be
Yeah, but you was Mr. Ollie Fix It. You was the one that gave Ollie hope and gave the
Ollie
fans hope.
Fix It is not okay. Ollie Fix It isn't. Ollie has the answers now. Ollie's gonna fix it now. Ollie's gonna win. Ollie Fix It. It means, do you know the mistakes you're making, and can you at least correct half of them as games go along? That's the idea. That's the.
Look,
the
hold
idea
on. Sorry to cut you off.
So we have Nick here. To be honest, Ollie turns up in the big games though.
Used to, not anymore.
Why? He
First
spent
big
more
game,
money.
crap.
He's bought in your goat back. What's happening?
I mean, the financial backing he's received from the club has been astronomical, to be honest
Yep,
with you.
he's
And the
got
fact that he's
more-
not
he's
pulling
got more
out
than
no
Jose.
trees with that team.
Yeah, he's got more than Joe, and there's no excuses anymore. Anyone that used to say, "Oh, Glazers out," is because of them. No, they've spent money on Ole. They spent more money on him than they did with Jose. They spent more money on him than they did with LVG. And LVG got sacked after winning the FA Cup. This guy going to his third season, I don't even think he's going to pick that up. So, yeah, this is why I changed. I've done a full flip. I've done a full flip, and I'm just on Ollie out situation. And you know what? I got a little. Do you guys remember those fun fairs that you used to go to when you were a kid? Like, you know, the random ones that used to come in the parks. Right?
Yeah.
Bright lights, looked so exciting. The vibe was right. It was slightly expensive sometimes for us kids. And then occasionally, when you finally go in there, you realize the rides are not really that much fun. Half of them are dangerous. And clearly, some of these people don't have plans. That has been Ole's management at United. That's basically it. He talks right. He's looked right. It's felt right. It's been an expensive trip as well.
Hold on. No, sorry
But
to
it's been
interrupt you again.
lackluster.
No, don't wait. Sorry to interrupt you. So only now because of this performance you've seen that.
No. It's a build-up. This has always been a build-up. But because of the last four...
But you backed him to
Right.
a T last week.
Huh?
You backed him. You, like I said,
I defended him.
you-
I didn't back him. I defended him. I said he has
from when you're
I said he has a chance.
Oh my
You're
goodness,
backtracking
the
quicker than
backtracking
anything.
is
Yeah, mate,
unreal,
it's
man.
unreal.
Beep,
I said he has a
beep,
chance.
beep. Pull
You
up.
see him getting
Pull
distance
up.
in the shadow as he's going back. Yeah, mate, you need to
I said he has
backtrack
a
out of that
chance.
seat,
Maybe
mate.
let's make that one.
You should send my
Well,
man to the gulag. Shit, 'cause
We'll keep him on. We'll keep him on. I don't want to send him
Let's-
too
let's
much,
just-
man.
let me just end it on this, right? Basically, at this precise moment, the direction Ollie's going with United is backwards. And, yeah. It's not going to work. And I'm worried. I'm worried because the longer he stays here, I think the worse he's going to get. I don't think this rot is going to stop.
You know what, though?
So,
I saw
just so you
I saw
know,
a comparison. I actually saw a comparison between him and Klopp in the first games. I can't remember how many games Ollie has managed now.
35
for
games.
United.
No, 40 games. I think it's 40 games because I've seen that.
No, this is in all competitions. This is in all competitions because it was 60 odd. I think it was 66 games. Klopp's first 66 games. And Klopp was only 0.2 of a percentage higher than Solskjaer. So I don't know what that was trying to say, whether or not this is now the turning point.
I know exactly what I was trying to say. Is what I said last week, and I got corned for it. So we're not going to repeat those bars this weekend. But I know exactly what you're trying to say. It's the same argument that a lot of United fans have.
So Obi here, Abbas, I think is getting at your emotions are carrying your decisions here. Abbas, it has only been one game. The emotions of the level of the defeat is affecting you. I would have to agree because
I'm not.
You had a clear plan, a clear vision of what Ollie was doing.
Thank
You
you.
was certain that he was going to be the right man
Thank you.
to win you the league, to bring
Thank
home
you.
the Champions League,
Thank
or
you.
one of the two. And now after an appalling defeat that against Liverpool that we all saw coming anyway, apart from yourself, now all of a sudden he's not. He's not the man. But I will tell you another thing. Did you see after the game the difference between Ronald Koeman leaving Barcelona, and I don't condone anyone doing that. He got like attacked, his whole car got rampaged outside Barcelona. Flip that around to Man United fans yesterday. Did you see it outside Old Trafford? He's walking up, sign some autograph, take a photo. Ollie, you legend. I mean, come on. 5-0 to Liverpool. These are tourists, my
This is-
friend. These are not fans. These
this
are
is
tourists.
this is where his status and what he's done as a player is really clouding the judgment of some of the fans. A lot of the fans, actually, I should say.
Like yourself.
No, I was very objective. He had to win 2 things, and it doesn't look like he's going to win either, so I'm out.
But he's
But,
still got the
but-
same chance that he has.
But mathematically, he's still in these things.
In
you know?
fact,
Yeah.
since the last time we spoken, in one of those competitions, he's actually improved.
Exactly, because you
In the
said he had
Champions
2
League.
games. He had 2 games.
If you
And
watch the game-
by your
no,
own
no,
words,
no.
not only have they improved in that competition, it's the easier of the two to win. So why now?
Right, okay. But
So if he finishes
if you watch
fifth,
the game-
if he finishes fifth in the Premier League and brings home Champions League, that's good enough.
You might as well do the moonwalk out of it.
No, absolutely not. For the squad he has, for the money we spent, can't be coming out of top 4. And it might be nice to win the Champions League, but you can't be coming out of top 4. Absolutely not. So
So he
no,
finishes
it's not.
fourth. He finishes fourth and win the Champions League.
Me personally, I'll cut ties because you're going to see the most terrible performances. Like I said, yes, we won the game at Atalanta. Yes, we won it. How on God's green earth did we win it? Did you see the performance? Do you see how terrible we were in the first half?
I've been seeing them. I've been seeing them for years now.
And then, like I said, we came to Liverpool out of all teams and did exactly the same thing. Exactly the same. That's where I go, right, you're not even the Ollie fix it, you're not even fixing from game to game, which is something that he was able to do. Like
So
like Nick
let's
said,
let's
he was
give
actually
you the
good.
honors this week, then Abbas. Then you tell us, because you know who's gonna get the manager L. Everyone knows who's gonna get the manager L. It's not a big secret. It's not even hard to decide. There was no debate. It was easy going. I mean, it's gonna be your boy. But I mean, why Abbas? Let's hear it. Let's just hear why you think Ollie should get the L. Because I think that's important that you deliver it.
So it seems to be there's loads of little stories coming out, and if you watch the game, you realise that Man United decided to apply some sort of pressing game that we've not seen us do throughout the whole game. If you're going to try something, and then now I'm getting a story that it wasn't practiced during the week. So you come to one of the competitors that's going to likely win the title. You come to do experimental pressing game with players that are probably not suited for it, maybe, or you haven't coached them for it anyway, or definitely don't want to listen to you, and you got picked off. 4 goals in 45 minutes at home to your biggest rivals. It's unacceptable in any profession. Ollie, L the week, and hopefully out too. The thumbs up is not what I want to put. I can tell you that now.
You are one loser.
You got a load there, mate.
I don't even know how many that was. That was a fair few.
One more for good
Yeah,
luck.
well deserved.
You are one pathetic loser.
Was that one for Abbas or for Ollie Sean? I don't know.
But Abbas can hold one too, innit?
Listen, I defended my guy. I gave him a chance, and he's clearly most likely going to fail.
Yeah,
I
but the
follow
thing
my
is,
sword.
but then, all right, cool. You said it was harsh to give Pogba the L of the week. I think it's harsh to get rid of him because at the end of the
What
day,
is that?
you're coming up against one of the best teams
Sean,
in the
there's a
league.
fair few at the moment, to be honest with you, Abbas. I'm not gonna lie. I saved you blushes for most of them. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna show this one from Kuda though. To be honest with you, this is what happens when you pillow talk tactics with Gary Neville.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I do like that one.
Yeah, but you know what? You see, like even when he was talking about statistics about it being only a point difference between Cop and thing, I saw Kuda's comment there. I thought it in my head. If you look at the teams when they took over,
So here we
Stop
go.
it.
Kuda again. Marino, Mignolet, Sacco, Shan, Lucas Leiva, Lovren. Those are the players that Klopp started out with. Allowed a foolish comparison. I mean, I completely.
Yeah, he's
agree with that.
100% right. He's 100% right. 100%
We've got
right.
Obi
Like,
here
even
as well.
when I-
Give Ollie a chance. Can't a man have the odd slip where he gets canned 5-0? Yes, it could have been more, but neither here nor there.
Yeah, that's an
And
Arsenal mentality there. Oh,
another one from Obi. What about Espirito Santo for the L? It was considered for a split second, but I know you're just trying to throw Abbas a bone there, as you said.
Yeah, you can't throw him no bone.
You got listen.
The fear of
He dug his own grave
nightmares,
for this
mate.
one. Let me tell you, that's why we had to do 2 streams, because otherwise we wouldn't have fitted it all in the time that we had. It definitely needed 2 for
But
it. That's for
like,
sure.
like
to
we
be
were
fair,
saying before, we've been telling you this for ages. You lot ain't got no identity to the way you lot play. You said you could see what he was trying to do, mate. It's evidence he doesn't have a clue. Your team don't have a clue.
yeah, you know what I mean, like I said, I could see what he was trying to do, but one, he
What
failed.
was that?
Well, like I said, he was trying to do the long ball in behind to get Rashford or Greenwood free, if your fullbacks attack. But the whole plan to try and get that to happen was too risky, one, and the players weren't up for it. It's as simple as that. And simple things like that, you have to sit there as a manager. You have to look at your team and go, are they going to be able to perform this? Have we practiced this over a long period of time? Like, we watched the Atalanta game, we watched the game before. You were not pressing in any of those games, and you think Liverpool is the game to try something new like that.
Alright. I got one more question for you, Shu. Sorry, Abbas. Do you think Jordan Sancho regrets going to Man United?
Sorry, wow, yeah.
It's hard, you know. And if I'm answering honestly, he probably looks at it thinking it's not what he probably thought to walk into. But at the same time, he's still at Man United. He's back in the Premier League, and I'm sure at the end of the day, that paycheck's probably making up for most of the heartache at this moment in time. I get he's a footballer and wants to win things, but sit there for 2-3 years, get your mediocre Champions League, maybe a Europa League final that you'll lose, and
Oh, nice.
and move on to like a winning team or something like that. Maybe a Newcastle.
Yeah, but you know what?
I definitely think he probably regrets walking out of Dortmund this summer to Man United.
Look, he's come out from first team football, scoring goals, making assists, to going to sitting on the bench.
I don't understand why you don't get a game. I don't understand why you don't get a game, to be honest with you.
But you know what? As Abbas was saying before, when he was talking about these players playing international football, you see when these players go on international football and they play in their correct positions and told to play to their strengths, this is where you see their best. Because you know what? I remember watching, what was that winger's name? The young one that went to Leeds.
Daniel James.
Daniel James.
I remember watching him play for Wales. I thought, that can't be the same Daniel James that's at United. I said, watch, he's going to go back to Man United and be a turd again. And oh, behold, he did. And that's all because...
number 2.
A lingering number 2. Yeah? And that's all because of your manager. Your manager's trash. We told you this from the get-go. You didn't want to hear it. You didn't want to believe it. But it's like this 5-0 destruction has brought you to the light.
To be fair, I tried to back Jose with the same sort of energy until I don't know what game. There was a couple of games actually that.
But Abbas, to be fair, at least Mourinho, you know what he's like. But at least he won you a couple of trophies to keep you lot a bit quiet. You understand? It's something for the fans because you want to win trophies. You understand? Ollie's not brought you close to that yet, big man. We told you this.
Yeah. So there was some numbers that went out on Twitter. I think it was the amount of games that he's had compared to LVG and all the rest of that. I think it's 130 something for Jose, 2 trophies, 120 something. No, 100 and I think 100 for LVG, 1 trophy, and it's about 150 something for Ole now, 0 trophies. Which is why I get uber frustrated when obviously very well-known commentators who just happen to be, unfortunately, I'm going to have to say it, proper United legends, come out and say stuff like Jose failed, LVG failed, but then back in their best friend, right? I just have to say, I hope to God that I have loyalty like that for my friends, because if I'm messing up that bad that you're still defending me on TV to millions of people, that's real love, because I don't know how you can defend this guy on TV. Like, for me, when I was defending him, I just said, look, there's some results that are good, but this is his goal. When I realized he can't make the goal, put my
I was
hands up and
talking
say,
like this was like 4 months ago when you was like heavy defending him. This was last week, bro. It's not talking like it was ancient history, like he's been wanting it to happen for ages now. Like I don't understand why it's not happening, mate. You was all for Ollie, mate. You was all for him. I don't understand.
all
I don't get it.
said was he has to fix it. That's all I said, man. And I gave
There
him a
was-
chance.
But
There was
when
no
we
fixing.
asked you if you was Ollie in or out, you was like, nope, I'm not Ollie out. So obviously you're Ollie in, because you can't be Ollie in the middle.
No,
mate.
it's
you was
not, it's
Ollie
not
in.
as black and white as that. It's not as black and
It
white.
says
Isn't-
black and white. It's
But
either
you
We
yes
got
or
another
no.
question as well from Obi. I'm hoping he's trolling here. I don't know, but who's the better buy, Varane or Ben White?
You see, this is when Arsenal fans decide to go way over the top.
And then could Ben White doesn't watch football and it shows. But go on, Abbas.
Hey, Arsenal fans,
Is-
take it easy, man. Take it easy. Take it easy. Look,
Well, to be honest,
we're
they're
not
the
gonna
same
do-
amount of points as you. So I would take it easy if I were you,
nah, we're
because
not
you
gonna
was
start
trolling.
We're not going to start comparing Varane and Ben White. Right, come on.
Yeah,
Relax,
that's a bit
relax.
excited. I'll be honest.
Relax.
There's slightly over the top. Slightly over the top.
Yeah.
Abbas,
So to answer your question, Varane. God's sake.
I'd go quite comfortably with Varane at this moment in time. I have to say.
Unbelievable.
Sure, what you
This is
saying?
what we're
Would you,
reduced to.
well,
Answer
Ben
my
White or
questions
Varane?
like
Which
this.
neither.
A Gomez, yeah? You just stick with the Gomez, yeah? Matip.
Or Konate.
He's in a position to be like that, to say that, to be fair.
100%. After a 5-0 demolition, mate. Behave.
Well,
Of course I can say anything I
I
want.
wasn't referring to my scoreline.
Fair enough. To that, I prefer Kurt Zuma, to be honest with you. Bargain player.
Nah,
Chel-
to be honest, it will be Varane. I won't pick Ben White.
I was hoping so. There we go. Just the confirmation there that he was trolling Obi. I was just being cheeky, good man, because you was about to lose all credibility.
You
But
know,
no.
before you move on, you know one
Yes.
thing that made me chuckle during the game is
Just
when
the one?
camera. Well, I chuckled the whole game, but you know what tickled me even more? You see when the camera panned to Sir Alex Ferguson, and he would look so deflated, then it panned to Dalglish. Hey, the cameraman, bravo.
Two big men in the game, I have to say anyway. Two big men in the game.
Yeah. I saw that too.
Of course you did.
I saw that too. But to be honest, like I said, he left early.
I was gonna say, did you also see Sir Alex leaving the stadium nice and early?
He left nice and early.
So he just beats that traffic out of Manchester. You don't want to get caught up in that. It's getting too old.
If
now
that's
to be
the,
caught
if
in
that's,
traffic
if that, well,
jams.
let's give him that reason. We just give him that one.
He probably had a nice little horse race to go and catch the result for. That's probably all it was, mate. Nothing to do with the drumming you was getting at home.
Yeah,
Nothing
probably.
at all to do with the drumming you
Hey.
was getting at home.
Kuda's a legend, you know that.
You know what? I need to be careful what I like on Twitter because Kuda catches the same thing that I comment on all the time. Let me pull it up. Oh, I can't even do it. Oops.
You do not have the power, my friend. You do not
Yeah,
have the
look,
power.
look,
You can
look,
read it out. No,
look.
go on, read it out, big man. Go on.
Oh yeah, Kuda has more clean sheets at Old Trafford than Varane. One. But, yeah.
One more than him, innit?
Still more.
Funny enough, he's done it in one game as well, while Varane has had 4 games. But yeah, anyway, I'm not gonna add any more salt to this wound.
You've already done it, mate. Thank you.
That's minor.
Abbas, listen, I think you've had enough, mate. Listen, you put it on the agenda, so I'm gonna let you start with it because Chelsea versus Norwich, not a surprising victory for Chelsea, maybe a surprising scoreline. I didn't see 7-0 coming.
Oh,
What are we saying?
Yeah, I don't think anyone predicted 7-0. I think As I said, obviously they're the outsiders out of, with the Liverpool and Man City who's going to win the league, and they are absolutely demolishing smaller teams in their way. And of course, I have to mention a special player. I mean, we were mocking this player off, I think, last week or maybe the week before, and he came back and said, "Let me shame you," along with everyone else that tried to shamed us this week, and decided to get a hat trick, and that's obviously Mason Mount. Very good.
I mean, if there's a lesson to be learned, if we make a special mention about how rubbish a player is playing, put him in your fantasy team, get some bets on him doing stuff at the weekend because he's gonna have a banger. Because Mason Mount hat trick, I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it when I saw that coming in. But 7-0, the Norwich are trash, man. They're going down, man. They got no hope.
I mean, I think I called it last month. I said they're already on their way. They're already planning going back.
Mate, I see it yesterday. Their manager, I forget his name. Their manager, he's had something like 43 games in the Premier League and won 6.
Wow. Wow.
So, that's a shocking statistic.
So, do you know what? In this sort of situation like that, right? Norwich should just sack him when he wins promotion and get someone else.
Right? Put him on gardening leave. Put him on gardening leave for that season while he's in the Premier League, because just in case they get relegated again, then they can get rid of their Premier League manager and bring him back in. Get us back up.
honestly, because that is a shocking record.
I know, it was. I was just like, whoa, when I heard that. But no, listen, Chelsea, to score 7 goals, no Lukaku, no Werner either. I mean, he wouldn't have helped with the 7 goals, but, he would have shot a couple of shots over the bar or something in the match.
Probably would have stopped 4 goals from going in, to be honest, if it was on him. But yeah, no, it was massive. The way they played as well, brilliant. I know there was a red card in between, and that challenge was nasty as well.
Oh, dirty challenge. Right. I think his name was Goody. That wasn't a Goody challenge. That's for sure.
That was not a good challenge at all. Yeah, that was nasty.
Chelsea are top of the league, by the way, just to let you know.
Yeah, they are.
Sitting top
at 1 point, and they've got plus 20 goal difference as well. So they're good. They're very good.
It's not better than Liverpool's. Liverpool's goal difference is 21. Maybe that's why they stopped. Who knows?
Yeah. But you know what? Chelsea have only conceded 3 goals, and in my head, I'm thinking, wasn't that 3-2? One of the goals was against Man City, obviously the game they lost. I can't remember what the other ones are. So I mean, that's pretty good as well in 9 games. Only
Liverpool 2-2.
Liverpool 2-2. So yeah, against the top team. So they ain't conceded against any of the lower teams. They could do it. They can definitely do it. But yeah, they're on point. 7-0 was just too big of a scoreline to ignore. And obviously Mason.
You're right. The smaller teams are not scoring this weekend, bro. They just get blown away.
There you go. I mean, could they say that the Chelsea, they looked more fluid without Mark Henry up front? I'm assuming you mean Romelu Lukaku out there. There's a striking resemblance to the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. I mean, they did look fluid. I was very surprised actually about how good they did look, Chelsea.
Yeah,
I mean, without their 2 top men as well.
Yeah, they smoked them. They absolutely smoked them. And men versus boys, all the adjectives you can put in, they're just one-way traffic. One-way traffic.
That's. I mean, Chelsea certainly have had harder training sessions than that match. I would give them that. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
That is for sure.
Probably.
Yeah, because that match was an easy ride. Look at that. We'll travel over to the east of London, I suppose. Where my boys took on the not so hot Spurs. You know what I mean? And we done them. 1-0, easy going. Nice and steady, wins the race and all that. Sitting nicely in 4th.
Did you think that in the first half?
In the first half, I looked at it and thought, "Oof, this is pretty dicey."
You probably say it was dicey, but at least you never went in behind. You held on.
And that's what I thought. You know what? That's exactly what I thought when it got to half time. It's like, you know what? 0-0, we're still in this. We ain't coming out and having that same second half as we just had that first half, because
you came out with that fire.
Yeah, as long as Spurs played well in the first half, we played poorly in the first half. We had nothing. The ball weren't sticking to Antonio. It was just pinging off of him. And he's just like, it's going to be one of those ones. But no, second half, got the game plan together, got our shape, counter-attacked them very well, constantly as well. I don't know how they kept on getting caught on the counter-attack. And then, and then we just finished it off.
You've been lethal at set pieces this season, haven't you?
Yeah, we do. I think
I know
we're the
Tottenham have been bad at
top
defending.
scoring team in set pieces. I think.
Yeah.
Don't quote me. We're one or two.
Yeah, so I saw a clip from Expression, and he literally, I think it was live. It was very quickly. I looked at it, and he was screaming, saying that we're going to concede from a corner if we don't score a goal sooner or later, and literally exactly what happened. Yeah, you guys are built for it. I mean, I feel bad for Tottenham because they had like a ridiculous amount of the ball, but they didn't have the creativity. I mean, looking at the shots, they only had 7 shots. You had 13, 4 on target. You had the same. But they did keep the ball for 60% of the time, or just above 60% of the time. But yeah, clearly.
But if you saw where they had the ball, it was of no threat. They were just pinging it backwards and forward in the middle of the park, not really doing nothing.
Yeah.
We sat there and soaked it all up and counter-attacked them. It was A1 tactics.
This is why I think that, what's his name, Nuno? Or whatever his name is.
Nuno.
I do not think he's the right manager for Tottenham. I think he's punching above his weight with this job here.
I think Tottenham's squad in general, forgive my West Ham bias here, but I think Tottenham's squad in general needs a massive overhaul, and it's probably about 2 years too late for a massive overhaul, because I think he needed it then. I think it's a team that have gone nowhere for that amount for about 2 years now, and now rather than keeping that same standard and maintaining it, they're falling off the edge of the cliff at the moment.
So you don't think that a decent manager comes in there, can't turn that around with the players that they got at that club right now?
I would say yes, they can. He can turn it around, but not to that level that Spurs were 2 years ago. Those top 4 contenders, those Champions League nights and all of that. I don't see it. I don't see it because I don't see their main talisman wanting to be there anymore. I'm sorry, he just looks uninterested, and he don't want to be there. As much as everyone can say he's being a professional and getting on with his job, he ain't scoring. He ain't coming up with the goods. This isn't the Harry Kane we've seen for the last 2 or 3 seasons. It's not. And the only thing that's changed is the fact that Man City tried to buy him. That's it. So it's got to be that's affecting him.
Last year he dropped deep, didn't he? He dropped deep.
He dropped deep, yeah, but he was still scoring. He was assisting. He's not doing any of that.
Yeah. So what I would say to Sean's response there is, if we really look at the players that they have, they got a Harry Kane that's not really that interested. Son Heung-min, I think there's too much pressure on him to get the goals. But then everyone else, maybe apart from the goalkeeper, is substandard, really. Mora's falling off the cliff. He's not performing the way he used to. And then Ndombele dribbles and...
He had a good first half. Mora was their most dangerous player first half yesterday.
Yeah.
Along with Son.
But he's not keeping it... So if you think about 2 seasons ago, these players I'm mentioning would have been electric. Maybe this game would have been different if it was...
I mean, I can't remember the last time I saw Dele Alli break a sweat on the football pitch. Honestly. I mean, I know he weren't playing, but it's poor. It's poor all around from Spurs, to be honest with you. And I don't know if you could just... I don't know if you could just pin that on the managers. I get what you're saying, Sean, but I don't know if you could just pin it on the manager not being the right man for the job.
Yeah, but the thing is, you know what? Even the team, you see, even the games that they've won, they ain't won convincingly for me. You understand? No. Not the way Tottenham have been playing before.
You haven't seen them brush aside a team or stampede them or anything like that.
Do you know what? I would even add, right? Their defense is probably the weakest they've been in the last 4 or 5 seasons. So I think David Levy's idea was to bring in Nuno, because we all know Nuno's a defensive coach, to stop them from conceding a high amount of goals. Because if they try to do expansive football, you're going to be left with Dyer, and I think Dyer was even bad when they were playing well. Sanchez, who no Tottenham fan wants to see him playing. And I think they got Emerson Royale. I think it's fair to say that he's rubbish, just outright. and Sergio. Oh, I can't pronounce his surname.
Sergio Aurier.
Yeah.
Oh no, the other one,
Aurier's gone.
Regulon, innit?
Yeah, Reguilon doesn't even stay defense. He's always bombing forward and attacking. So I think if they do an expansive attacking football, I think they're going to get caught out even more. And saying that, even the game on the weekend, they kept the ball and they weren't even expansive, and yet they were still getting caught on a counter attack quite often by West Ham.
Yeah,
I
but
know
then
West
you got
Ham
Burr
are full.
Wingham on the bench, Dele Alli on the bench. If they,
Yeah,
you
even look at
understand?
the bench. Look at the name you're saying. Dele Alli, no one's seen a performance for him for, 18 months?
yeah, but the thing is, Mourinho weren't playing him though.
Yeah, but where do you... I don't know. I can't see a midfield with Ndombele and Ali, and then who's trying to protect for both of them. I think that's...
But
that
I'll accept Mourinho weren't playing him. So then surely then, when Nuno walks through the door, if you're Dele Alli...
first couple of games.
Yeah, if you're Dele Alli and you want to play and you want to be a footballer and all of that, you put your head down and you train the hardest you ever train. Like I said, I haven't seen him break a sweat this season.
To be honest, I hear what you're saying, but then look, this goes back to I don't mean to go back to Ollie, but if you look at when some of these players go and they play for their international teams, yeah, they play a lot better because they're getting played to their strengths. Now, we're saying that this is not happening with Dele Alli, that he's not getting played to his strengths.
No, 100%,
because it's not just Dele Alli that's failing; it's the whole team that's failing.
No, it's Tottenham as a team. Yeah, that's what I
Son,
said. And
the goals have dried up for Son as well, and Son was on fire before.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
this is why I was pointing out. I don't think that this is the right manager for them.
Who would you put in charge? Who would you put in charge of Spurs? Sure.
Do you know what? If I was Spurs, I'd go all out and get a Conte, because that's the manager that I'm going to be looking for right now.
You want to spend
they did
money.
Try and get Conte. They did try. They
didn't have the
money.
money.
He said no because the plan that Levy wants. This is why I said Nuno fit the bill for him, his mind. He didn't want to spend a certain amount of money. Conte hated the whole team. Conte hated most of the team. It was like he wanted to buy this, that, and another. And Levy said no, we can't do that. He was like, well, I'm not coming.
Do you know what?
Why am I wasting my time?
All right, cool. On that note, yeah, do you know who I'd go for? I'd go for the Brighton manager.
Bang.
A decent shot.
That is a fantastic shot. That is a fantastic shot. That is a fantastic shot. If they were thinking about it,
I just looked at the table though. Brighton are above Tottenham.
You know, I should have laughed too hard because they're both above me.
Nah, Brighton and Tottenham are both above you, bro.
You know what? It's either going to be him or Brendan Rodgers, because even Brendan Rodgers is not a bad show. If he's got money to spend.
Do you leave Leicester for Tottenham? Do you leave Leicester for Tottenham?
I wouldn't, but
that's a sideways move, if you ask me, man.
It's a sideways move, but you know what? As they say, money talks. If he's willing to go and they promise him X, Y, and Z, you never know. Football's a very funny game, as you lot should know.
Yeah, definitely. Money, definitely 100% talks on the show. So if Spurs are willing to pay their wages, who knows?
Yeah, you know what? Now you've said it. Yeah, I do think Graham Potter is probably perfect for Tottenham.
Yeah.
Ah.
Again,
Obi says, or the Brentford manager.
I think it's a bit too soon to say that.
Frank is his name. Or some,
I don't think he leaves for Tottenham. I'm not going to lie. I don't think he leaves for Tottenham.
Nah, he's comfortable with Brentford.
I actually don't see him leaving for a lot of clubs, to be honest. I think, bearing in mind how long he's been there, I think he's very comfortable and he knows what he's getting. We'll see anyway. It's a long season. Maybe
that was a nice natural progression, actually. How did you feel the Brentford match and Leicester match went on the weekend then? Because we were all saying this is going to be an entertaining game, and certainly didn't disappoint. That's for sure. It was entertaining. That's for sure. I mean, Tillerman's goals for one was worth the ticket of admission to whoever paid to get in that ground and saw that live. Peach of a goal. Fantastic. But just like Brentford, they're never out of it. Never out of a game, Brentford. I've never seen them not in a game. They always stick in a game. They never ever fade off in a game. And that's exactly what they did with Leicester as well.
You're spot on. I think you see if Brentford were a team that would say 5-6-0 out, I think they would still come out and go until the end. They're gonna give you maximum effort. What?
I hope no one can lip read because I think I said that. I think I may have said something.
No, but I'm saying
it's
they're
all right. The
gonna give you
algorithm
maximum-
don't pick up lip reading anyway, mate.
Yeah, they're gonna give you maximum effort. Brentford fight into the END. What you
No,
pay football is to do. You
I agree with
understand?
that. I agree with
No,
that
no,
because
you're
they were
100% right.
they were arguably the better team when Leicester took the lead and then hung in there, got the equaliser, and then Leicester maybe just a bit more quality in the lineup, possibly, snuck it and took the victory away from them. But again, another very good game and one that Brentford was certainly in for a large portion of the game.
I even like the confidence in the manager to say, "No, we dominated the first half." He came out and said, "No. It's very unlucky because we dominated that first half," and he's right. He's right. God, man, you know what? It's just all the players' hunger for the game. They're all running for it. They all believe in the manager. They're all running for it. Obviously, we've talked loads of Ivan Toney up front. Again, he played well, but obviously his strike partner is good as well. Nah, it's good to watch.
You don't want to take a punt at the name, no?
He
Hell
tried to dodge that.
Hell no. I just go over the first one. Is it Brian? Yeah, Brian. I'm just gonna go with that one. No way.
I think the M's silent.
Yeah, I ain't doing it. Hey, show me. Tell me how it's done.
Oh no, sir. I already made a fool of myself many a times with pronunciation, and I don't even have it written in front of me anywhere. So I wouldn't even go for it. Not at all. Not at all.
The person that came on and said, I'm going to mention his name, but I've just seen it. No way. No talking to him either. But yeah, no. I just like, you know what? They're a breath of fresh air to watch. I mean, you look at a newly promoted team, you see Norwich getting absolutely mangled every week, right? And then you see Brentford.
Pointless of them even turning up most weeks, to be honest with you.
Honestly, they might as well not be. And you see Brentford, every single game is a battle, right? And sometimes you even have a feeling that they're unlucky. But this game, I wouldn't say they're unlucky. As you said, I think the quality just came out. And
I think if they walked away with a draw, Leicester wouldn't have been looking at that match saying that's 2 points lost.
Correct.
That's what
It's true.
Do you know what I mean? Because it was just that little bit of quality on Leicester's side that just gave him the extra goal. And you talking about newly promoted teams, another one this week, Everton versus Watford, 5-2 victory for Watford.
This is the one game I didn't even have time to catch up on. But I don't know if you saw the comment earlier on when we were talking about L's for managers, but if there was one person that was close to getting the L, it was definitely Benitez, because I mean, what did he do wrong?
What did he do
What
wrong?
didn't he do right? Sorry.
Oh, I mean, just for the L for Joshua King, really, you know what I mean? To come back to Everton after playing 6 Premier League games last season, not scoring none, played near enough every Premier League minute for Watford this season, scored a hat-trick against his old club. No problems with celebrating either. I love to see that, especially when it's not your team. You know, when it's not your team, then it's fine.
Well, you got to think about this, right? They let him go and they kept Solomon Rondon, or they bought him. I don't know if they kept him.
No, they bought Rondon in. Bought Rondon in. But they only bought Rondon in because of Calvert-Lewin's injury. And he's had another setback as well. He's out till probably Christmas now.
Yeah.
That's a big injury. And Richarlison only just come back this week and scored did he score a couple or did he score just one?
No, he scored a diving
both,
header.
didn't he?
He scored one. It was what's his name? Davis that scored the first one.
Oh yes, yeah. I remember that now. Yeah, I remember that now. But
Everton, it's funny.
Everton
It's funny
in the
because
table.
I got told on Twitter.
But they're on 14 points as well.
Yeah.
14-point gang.
But they're below you. They've only scored. No. That's goals 4. He scored one more goal than them.
Oh, that's
You
pathetic.
know what? Yeah, so obviously a joke came out because Iwobi came on in the 77th minute, and then the game turned on its head on the 78th. So little jokes about saying about him and his bad luck came to hurt Everton. Yeah, man.
It hasn't landed for Iwobi at Everton, man. I actually thought that was going to be a turning point for the boy because I thought he had a bit about him, but I don't know. Now it's just drained of confidence from Everton. I'm looking at it thinking, oh, this is not good.
Yeah, for his first season, for about 2 months, he looked good. He looked like
he looked okay. He looked okay. He looked like a good signing for Everton.
Yeah,
found his level.
Yeah. And then
nosedive.
Nothing.
Nosedive.
Yeah.
You're not having that, sure.
It's Everton. Well, you know what? When he first came, he had a couple of good games and a couple of decent moments in games where I thought, "Ooh, this might get the best out of a world."
He's looking good.
Yeah, nosedive, mate.
Not to be.
It's annoying that his uncle was a JJ Okocha, you know. It's just like could have got something a little bit more from him, couldn't you? Yeah. Got some one-on-one.
Is that all you see?
Get some bits.
Wait, get out of here, man.
It's because it's distant, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's because it's distant. It's not too close to him, isn't it? He didn't pick up too much of the sauce, boy. Just the last droppings of the sauce.
But you know what? The good thing for him, at least you got 2 goals in the game. That's the only bonus you can take from it, really.
That's pretty much it.
They were ahead twice in the game, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, yes, they were. Yes, they were.
Like Abbas said, Iwobi come on and the game fell away.
The
game fell away from Everton. Wow, which is another reason why, you know, Rafa Benitez close to getting the L this week.
Where was Everton? At home?
Yeah. It's at Goodison Park, man.
Well, like I said, at least they got 2 goals at home. That's the only bonus you've got here. It could have been worse. You could have got clotted 5, innit?
Yeah, it could have been. Without scoring. It's a bit shameful when that happens, man.
Exactly. Mad.
Anyway, what about Friday night football, Abbas? Did you watch that? Arsenal versus Aston Villa? Got a couple of Arsenal fans in here, surely. You know, we're harsh on Arsenal and never mention them when they win. So, you know, it's nice to mention them when they're winning, you know? 3-1 against Aston Villa.
I think they were lucky, to be honest. I don't think there was anything special about the game. Yeah, I think they were lucky.
They were 3-1 up.
Nah, I'm joking. No, I'm joking.
You're just like that because of them comments in the section here. But it's okay. We can understand why you're salty.
I didn't even get a bite out of it, so it's good. So I don't think they even hear anymore. But no, you know what? Now I can say with no worried. It's probably one of their best games they played this season. Like Arsenal had everything down to a T. Like it was actually, I was watching it and going, "Raw, is this Arsenal?" At the same time, though, Villa didn't show up. I have no idea why Villa have changed to a 3 at the back system. I don't think it's working for them at all. I don't think it's working for them. And funny enough, second half, they changed it. They started playing better, but I did think you guys are going to get caught on a counter attack just once, and then this game will be done. And that was Smith Rowe's third goal, the third goal that happened. Now I got to ask you though, can I say, was that a penalty on Lacazette? If anyone saw it, was that a penalty on Lacazette? Or is football getting soft? Just help me out here, because when I watched it, I was just like, you can't give it that. And then they gave it, and I was like, what's going on in football?
Rules are rules, isn't it?
I was going to say, it's hard not to give it in today's football. And that's the key term you use, today's football. I looked at it and thought, there's a bit of both. It's fine. Should be fine.
Let that have been somebody from his team, you would have been calling for it as well.
Oof, penalty. Stonewall.
I mean, that is the biasness of football. Yes, I probably would have been calling for it. Yes.
So don't try and tarnish their win, innit?
There we go.
They picked up 3 points this season.
It's a confirmation from an Arsenal fan. Technically, yes. That will do us on this podcast, man. We don't need no more than that. And like Sean said, rules are rules.
Tell them again.
But you know what? I can't really say that was a changing point of the game either. I think it did give Arsenal a cushion because I can't remember. I'm sure it was that was before half time. Was it before half time or just after half time? Either way, yeah, that's probably one of their best performances. But I don't know if it's. I don't know. I don't know if it's because Villa was that bad or it was Arsenal were that good. But either way, I'll just say I keep it positive for Arsenal fans. It was a good performance.
Hey, they won. Just read here, they won 5 of their last 7 home league games. Arsenal are on the up and up, mate.
What are they on? 14 points now with some other teams.
They are joint on 14 points with none other than Man United, Everton, Leicester, and Arsenal, all in this little 14-point
You know what?
little cluster.
All mad right now because you know what? There was man in here that had them written off. You know what? Arsenal, round of applause for coming back from the mist of where you was to be drawing with a man's team that was trying to slay you. Big. I take my hats off to you.
I don't know why this guy's acting like he's an Arsenal fan today, just because he wants to stick it on United.
I don't know if he's acting like he's an Arsenal fan. I think he's just giving Arsenal credit
I'm just
where
giving
credit
them
is
their
due.
props where they credit, where it's due. You understand? Because look at where they were to where they are now. What do you got to say, big man?
Still early in the season, but I will. You know what? I will. There is. There are some positive stuff.
Hold on, wait. They
I
were
would
19th at a point, innit?
Yeah, I think they. Well, I think even Tottenham were quite low down as well. Everyone's
No, Tottenham have never been as low as that, but then Arsenal were 19th at a point.
Arsenal were in the relegation zone for the first 2 weeks of the season, if I remember correctly.
Oh dear.
Oh, look at that.
Well, yeah.
OB, there we go. Just confirmation once again. They were actually 20th at one point. They were rock bottom. I remember that. Remember zero goals and all of that? Training goal for their... Remember all that banter at the beginning of the season? Abbas is all coming back now, is it? Yeah?
Abbas is like he's sweating over
here. That forehead getting shinier and shinier through that cap, boy.
I was just trying to keep quiet because I remember it's either me or Sean, or we were definitely rocking those comments. I was saying it in the pod, and I was just like, yeah, that was me, wasn't it? That definitely wasn't me.
Definitely
yeah, but even if it was me, I think I'm more justified in saying what I said. And I said what I said, and I mean what I said if I said it.
Catch that.
No. Do you know what? They've been playing well. I don't know if it's too early to say it, right? But wherever he's trying to do with Arsenal in terms of the way they're playing football, it seems to be working out. It seems the players are listening and believing it.
Did they want to get rid of Lacazette as well, or is he not signing a contract or something?
I don't know if it's a contract issue. Yeah, maybe it's a contract issue.
I'm sure it might be a contract issue with him.
To be fair, I think those big boys like Lacazette and Bamian probably could leave. As in, I think if one of them leaves, I don't think Arteta will.
Nah, there you go. So yeah, he must not be signing a contract then. Leaving free for the season. Leaving for free at the end of the season.
I don't think that's going to be the biggest miss anyway. I don't think that's going to be the biggest miss. Not like I said. Aubameyang a little bit more.
I'm thinking of potential bargains for my team. We tried to sign him before he left France, and he chose Arsenal. So
there you go. You might be able to get him.
Wouldn't mind picking up a little Lacazette for a little, on the bench after Antonio. No problem. It's not an issue.
Could work. Yeah. Keeps him in London.
Got a business brain on. I'd be a quick little free transfer for Laka. I'm feeding that. Come on, Moisey, make it happen. Make it happen. Well, what else we got over the weekend? You wanted to touch on Man City for a second as well, didn't you have us? Man City, Brighton 4-1.
You know what? I just want to touch on it because I have to give credit to Brighton for playing the football that they play and not changing much, even though Man City was in town. Yes, they got beaten for it, but it was still good football from both teams. Yes, Man City's quality is always going to be a little bit more above. But that was it. I can't even really remember the goals, but yeah, it was good though. It was a good game from what I.
I just seen Norwich, Tottenham, and Man United only teams not to score this weekend. Wow, in company with Norwich and Tottenham, Abbas. Wow, Man United, eh?
Gets better and better, eh? Keep them coming, shit.
Oh, Abbas. Abbas.
Look
What can
Ollie's
we
done.
say?
Look what Ollie's
What
done
can we
to you,
say? What? Any other business or no other business
bro. Oh
there?
no, I'm out now. I'm out now. Thank you. That last point was enough for me.
Okay, had enough, yeah. Fair enough. Let's bring it on to game week
Lucky
10.
I'm not going to get the alcohol, bro. Just to...
Game week 10 predictions. Sean, who have we got? I've got Kuda's with me, so I'll go with Kuda's when you go with yours, Sean.
All right, we got Leicester v Arsenal. I'm gonna sit on the fence. I'm gonna go for a 2-2. This is a hard one for me.
Yeah. It's an ambassadorial role from Kuda. He's got a 2-1 Arsenal victory. I've got a 3-1 Leicester victory.
Ooh. All right. I Yeah. You know what? Sometimes you gotta do this right. Agenda must agenda. 2-1 Leicester.
Right, we got a Liverpool v Brighton. I'm going for a 3-1 Liverpool.
So, exact same result as Kuda. Kuda's got 3-1 to Liverpool. And I have got 3-0 to Liverpool. No goal for Brighton for me.
I got 2-0 Liverpool.
Such a
We
fool.
ain't playing this game no more. We ain't playing this game no more. I need some points, man. God.
You do need points.
I need some points.
Right, we have got Man City v Palace. I'm going for a 2-0 City win.
This is our no agendas or agending. No agendas or agending even. 2-1 Man City from the Palace fan Kuda. What is going on? But, you know, I've got an agenda and it must agenda. 5-1 City. Come on. Sorry, Kuda.
That's just rude.
Sorry, Kuda.
You know what? Yeah, let's. Oh, I really want to go up on a Palace shock win, but nah, I can't do it. 3-1 City.
3-1 City. Cool. What you got next one?
Get out.
Right, we have got Spurs v Man United.
I watch the agendas flow right back into the scoreline now.
I'm going with a 2-1 Spurs victory.
2-1 Spurs. Wow. We got a 1-1 draw here from Kuda. And you know me, man. But Man United are in the mud. I got a 2-0 United victory. Come on, United. McTominay, Solskjaer at the wheel. Ollie fix it. He will this week. Come on, Ollie, my guy.
Hey, get your Man United shirt on, mate. Go on, Namas.
No. Should just ruin that completely, you know. Just ruin that completely.
Ollie at the
I'm
wheel.
going for 2-1 because we can't stop conceding goals. So 2-1 United.
2-1 to who? Okay.
United.
I was just making sure.
No, he's not going. He's going T1 Spurs. Right. And on to the final one. We've got Villa v West Ham.
Please. Claret and
I'm
blues.
going with a 2-0 West Ham.
Could have gone for a 2-1 West Ham victory. I got to back the boys in it. The mighty West Ham. 3-0 to the Hammers. Come on, you Hammers.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit.
Always.
So what is that? Oh my god, it's like 4 games we've all said we're gonna win. Well, this is gonna go complete opposite. All right. I'm going 2-1 West Ham.
Oh gosh. West Ham are going to lose. Apologise for all
Mate.
the Hammers fans out there. West Ham will officially lose their next match.
West Ham, Man City, Liverpool. We all agreed on the results. for certain teams to win. So that's gonna be fun
Well,
because normally
there's
when that
still
happens,
2
the
points up for grab for correct score lines. You know what I mean? And no matter what the score line is, when you put it down on your betting slip, gamble responsibly.
And when the fun stops, stop.
Hallelujah! He
I actually
finally
remember
gets
this
it.
time.
Come on, my guy. Got there finally. Got it at the end. Oh boy. Well, that brings us to the end of the stream. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Socials are at the bottom. We got a brand new TikTok as well, so make sure you go there. Abbas has got a couple of videos there, and trust me, it's worth the subscribe just to go and see those couple of videos. They're
Big time.
brilliant. Top notch. And all the rest up above me, and we'll see you again next week. Laters.
Adios.
Bye.